So I'm sure this video is going to be a tad bit controversial, but that's fine. This is my channel. This is my opinion. This is my point of view. So pretty much I was in Von Cleef a couple of weeks ago, and I purchased this Sweet Alhambra rose gold necklace in the carnelian stone. My favorite color, my birthstone is red, and so I love red crystals. I have tons and tons of crystal jewelry pieces that are not high-end luxury, but jewelry pieces that I've owned for years, over 20 years plus, since I first started getting into crystals and learning about frequencies and vibrations and how crystals can be used for healing, the memory of the planet Earth, and all that good jazz. So, to no avail, I purchased my first Von Cleef piece, and I wanted to purchase a carnelian, or a stone that had meaning. I'll put it that way. So I purchased my stone necklace, and I was going back and forth between getting the sweet size, which is the smaller size with the shorter gold chain, which you can get it extended for free, or getting the vintage piece, which is the larger size with the longer chain. And again, my stone of choice was going to be carnelian, which, by the way, is probably the least expensive stone too. I don't know why, but when I was looking up the vintage size and the Alhambra, pendants, it was pretty much the least expensive. Maybe onyx was in the same price point, but I will upload to, just make sure that I'm not saying the wrong thing. I'll upload the prices. But fast forward, I was also looking, I have my eye on the rose pendant, the pink pendant. I'm sorry, not rose. I don't know if it's like rose quartz, but it's a pink rose quartz looking pendant, or rose quartz toned pendant, for the holiday pendant for this year, for 2025. So pretty much, long story short, I was in the mall, and I was going back to Von Cleef to purchase my vintage size necklace, because I decided that I wanted to create a stack. So I was going to get my vintage size necklace, and it was going to be either in carnelian, which I'll insert the pictures of what they look like together, or I was going to do mother of pearl, even though I know that that's a more sensitive stone, and it's not something that you can sleep in, shower in, go to the sauna and the steam room, the things that I do in. I was considering purchasing it because I love mother of pearl, and I have other mother of pearl and just regular pearl pieces. And so pretty much, again, I was not 100% sure on what I wanted to do. So I says, okay, I'm going to get in my car. I'm going to go up there, and I'm going to compare. And again, I'm going to insert pictures of how all the looks panned out. Everything was really pretty. I liked the price point, which was a little over $3,000. So no problem there. So I'm walking in the mall, and I pass a jewelry store, and they have like warranties on their jewelry. They're a really popular jewelry store. They've been in business forever. They have locations in Paris, Milan, everywhere you can think of. And so I decided to just mosey in there on my way to Von Cleef, mind you. Mosey in there, see what they had, and lo and behold, they had some beautiful stoned bracelets, and they are, of course, authentic 14 karat gold. And I'm looking at the bracelets, and I'm like, okay, the chains are a little bit smaller than the Von Cleef chains, but that's fine. The clasp is a regular lobster clasp versus the VCA clasp with a little diamond pendant cut out and VCA stamped on it. You don't get your serial number on there like you do with your VCA piece, and whatever. But they were actually selling these bracelets for $1,400 each. Authentic mother of pearl and authentic black onyx stone, of course, again with gold. And I was like, wow. And plus they had a sale, like their end of the season sale. So everything was half off, which I didn't even know until she got ready to ring it up. She was like, everything is half off. And I'm like, oh my God. So I was able to cop both bracelets for $1,400. So of course I rang them up. And then I also got a black onyx 5 motif. I'm sorry, 5 motif is what these are. A black onyx 10 motif necklace, which I'll insert a picture of it as well. Fast forward to today. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go back to Van Cleef again so that I can see the new rose, or get myself in a position to be put on a wait list for it, or we create a wish list, or however it works. I'm going to get the pink stone, or I'm going to try the mother of pearl that had the green tone to it, because I love that. It had like a pink and a green hue. So I get ready to go back up there today, and let me tell you what happened. So I stopped at a consignment boutique on the way to the mall, and I had a bag on hold for me that I was going to pick up. And also this bracelet had just come in from Tiffany, and they knew that it was my style and that I would potentially want it to add to my other Tiffany stack. So I was like, okay, I'm going to come up there and get it. They had a Van Cleef white gold vintage Alhambra necklace that had been there for a couple of weeks. And so I was thinking about, I'm just going to get that one if it's still there. And that one was $4,000. Fast forward, I'm walking away from the case because the white gold one, it still didn't appeal to me the same way that it did not appeal to me originally, mainly because it had tons and tons of scratches on it. And I said, okay, well, I don't want to invest in it, even though they say it's so hard to get the white gold Van Cleef. And I was just like, I don't want to invest $4,000 unless it's brand new. I would rather get something brand new for $3,000 or even $4,000 or whatever. I just didn't want it. It had like very noticeable scratches on the Alhambra pendant. So I'm walking away and I see this necklace, and I'm like, wait, that's not Van Cleef, is it? No, but this is from a private jeweler who makes necklaces and bracelets, and he makes Van Cleef style, and any style he can custom create a piece for you. So I was like, well, how much is this one? This one was $1,600. So I was like, oh my God, they looked so good together. And mind you, the Van Cleef, she was trying to show me, the chain was all tangled up and stuff, and this one was just landing so perfect and so pretty under the lighting. So I layered them, and this one with my carnelian chef's kiss, I was like, no, I want this one. So I layered the two of them together. So I go into, and I'm wearing this, like wearing this home. So I go into another store in the mall later today, and it's Milano Paris or something like that. Milano Diamonds. They sell Rolexes, Cartier. They sell any Van Cleef. They sell anything you think of. All of their bracelets and necklaces, Chanel, they are not the actual brand, but they're made in the same manufacturer. I guess like the same place, where they come from the same place, manufactured in the same place. You cannot tell at all that they're not the same, outside of the fact that you're not going to get your serial number and your name stamped on it. But it's all authentic gold, all genuine stones. So what do you guys think? Do you think that you should always go for the big brand name, or that you should go for what you want? These companies offer like 3-year warranties on each of my bracelets. I didn't get a warranty on my necklace, but if I would have purchased it from the Milano jeweler, I think they have some kind of a warranty that you can buy. So what are you guys' thoughts?